guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. So today we're taking a look at this. It's the Tyrannosaurus Rex from the Takara Tomy Animal Adventure line. We recently did an unboxing of these guys, and we've also reviewed the Brachiosaurus already. Links to those two are down below. But today we're going to be looking at this guy. So let's take a closer look at the packaging first of all. We always love the packaging from Takara Tomy. It's always bright and cheerful. You can see we've got a nice green stripe going down one side with the silhouettes of different animals as a motif running through it. Here we've got some nice Japanese yellow lettering and some diagrams showing the articulation, so you can see the jaw opens, the leg rotates and the tail articulates. Very nice indeed. You can see along here it's got Animal Adventure, and this is AL-01, so if you're looking for this guy, make sure you use that as your search query. You can see the jaw is open here. You can see the seam around the leg, so that rotates, and you can see there's two ball joints in the tail, so got a lot of posability there. On the top we got the T-Rex in a nice little setting. You can see we've got the volcano in the background and some pterosaurs. Very nice. And here it's got a little picture of the fact card which will be contained inside. There's also fact information on the back, but you do get your own collector's card. On the bottom just some Japanese lettering. On the side we've got a group shot. So we have reviewed the Brachiosaurus already, link down below, and we've also done an unboxing for all of these, again link down below. On the opposite side again we've got the articulation features and a little image of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. On the back we've got this fact information, so this is the same information that you'll find on the fact card itself. We've got a really nice picture of the Tyrannosaurus Rex there with a beautiful painted backdrop, very nice. So that is very cool indeed. And on the back here, this is a little pull tab, so you can actually pull this up to put it on the hanger if you're a vendor, which I think is a nice attention to detail, and you can slide that away if you want to store it as a box. Okay, so all that remains is to get this guy out of the packaging. Stay tuned guys. Okay, so here is the T-Rex out of the packaging, and he's looking really promising already. He comes with this little fact card, which is really nice. It repeats the details on the back of the packaging, but it's always nice to have that extra collector's card touch. Takara Tomy have always been exceptional at cramming a lot of detail into their mini figures, and this is no exception. It's got a really nice sculpt going on here. My first impressions are really positive, and the paint scheme just looks like it's had a lot of care taken over it, so that's excellent to see. As I said, the articulation, the jaw does open this wide, and the leg goes this far forward, so not a massive amount forward, but it goes that far back. Then we've got two ball joints in the tail. You can twist these. You also go up and down and left and right, and same with the ends. Now when you're doing left and right or up and down, sometimes you have to twist the ball joint in order to get them to maneuver that way, because obviously they're only ball jointed in one direction, but still you can get a lot of posability out of this guy. One of the nice details is that they've actually sculpted the scales underneath the area where the leg articulates. Same up here as well. That's something they really didn't have to do, and you don't see that very often on articulated dinosaur figures. From this angle you have to agree that the head looks really menacing. It's very pointy and very sort of chiseled, and that does help in making this look a very threatening Tyrannosaurus Rex. I think the paint job here could be improved. The little black line around the eyeball seems a little bit too defined for my liking. I think if they'd gone a little bit more airbrushed and soft around that socket area, it really would have helped make that eyeball pop more, but right now it just feels a bit too tight around that eye. A nicely painted nostril. Unfortunately the white paint has globbed on the upper jaw teeth, and you can see it's very small. If I bring in my finger you can see how small the teeth are, so we can forgive them that. But unfortunately on the hinge of the jaw they've left this part unpainted. Again, that would be nice to see that painted. When you open the jaw we've got nice painted flesh in the corners of the mouth, which is really nice, and we have got a painted and sculpted tongue and roof of the mouth, although they're not very detailed. So there's not much sculpt work going on in those. As we move down the neck you can see nice tense muscles running all the way along those. We've got these nice little tiny arms and nice painted finger claws. Nice attention to detail there. We've got a nice variation in the types of scales we've got going across the torso. We've got these nice broad ones on the belly, Nice broad square scales, and then we've got these tight, almost triangular ones going across the rib cage here. And you can make out the muscles pulling away from the rib cage here towards the leg. And then as we get to the leg, a beautiful, powerful, sculpted leg. Really nice definition of the muscles on these, really nice. And then we get down to really nicely sculpted toe claws. These look really fantastic, and the airbrushing just adds a lot of definition to these claws. Really nice. Very impressed. And I like the glossy black used for the claws. Really makes these look sort of bone-like, as opposed to the matte that we're getting on the flesh here. And as we move up to the tail, nice feeling of tension. You get the feeling of the skin being pulled away towards the leg, so as you move it forward you get more movement. Nice broad scales going along the bottom here, again contrasted with these tighter, almost sort of triangular scales going up to the top of the back. And then as we move along the tail, nice variation in the colour, nice bright yellow going into this sort of reddish brown. Really nice airbrushing. So that looks great. And then moving on to the other side, it continues all the way back, and then again we've got the skin being pulled towards the leg. Very nicely sculpted leg there. Nice feeling of the skin being pulled taut over the rib cage. And then we join back up with that head sculpt. So how big is this guy? Let's bring out the tape measure. You're looking at about 6 inches, which is about 16 centimeters. And in terms of the height, you're looking at about 3 inches, which is about 8 centimeters tall. And here is our Tyrannosaur next to the Animal Adventure Brachiosaurus. Again, we have reviewed this one, link is down below if you want to see the review for that guy. And here he is next to the Toyway Protoceratops, again recently reviewed on the channel, link is down below. Takara are specialists in dinosaur minifigures, so they are going to be smaller than your average toy. They're packed with detail, and that's what we love about the Takara Tomy figures. Here's our T-Rex coming in to bite the Brachiosaurus and brings him down. He is victorious. So there we have it, guys. That was today's look at the Tyrannosaurus Rex from the new Takara Tomy Animal Adventure line. Does this do the Tyrant Lizard justice? Well, almost. I think it could be improved in lots of areas, mainly the head sculpt. When you look at a dinosaur figure, the first thing you look at is the head sculpt to give you a good gauge of the quality. And I'd say that the inner mouth needs improving in terms of the sculpt. The hinge of the mouth needs painting, and also the teeth need repainting, and the eye paint needs improving vastly. Just a little bit of gloss on that eyeball, and just a little bit more care taken with that perimeter of the eye with the airbrushing, and it would look fantastic. Also, in terms of the articulation, I'd really like to see articulation on the knees and the ankles on this guy. That would make it a real top-rate figure. But to be honest, Takara Tomy are the only people doing this kind of articulation, so hats off to them. Okay guys, do you own this one already? Will you be picking it up? Let me know in the comments down below. In the meantime, rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.